The movie opens with Hannah, while she facing a seer who stares at the picture of the boy she had brought and asks her to forget about him. He gets angry when the girl says no one can really predict the future and asks why she comes. He explains that she will be able to have the man she wants when she conquers herself. He sends her away when she knocks everything over. In the next scene, Hannah goes about her life. She is listening to customers as a call center agent, doing laundry, and hanging out alone in her room with her dog. Then we go to a huge musical stage complete with choreography and a band. But we see Hannah in the background. She is shown as she sings in anonymity, while a much prettier lady, whose name is Jolie, pretends to be the singer to the joy of the audience. And everyone thinks the pretty girl is the singer. While Hannah is jumping and singing, the platform she is on breaks and she falls in. For a moment, the flow of music on stage is disrupted. Hannah appears to have feelings for Sang, their manager. The pretty singer warns Hannah not to dance ever again. She treats her like she doesn't matter. Sang speaks to Hannah, gives her a hug, and gives her hope. She talks to her friend Nak Min about it, but her friend tried not to get her hopes up. She says a man like that only goes for extraordinary women like the singer. But she is adamant that Sang has feelings for her. She could feel via her intuition, and says she has been in love before. He was a well-known salesman who wanted her to lose some weight. He broke up with her through the phone, saying he doesn't deserve a good girl like her. She took lots of weight loss pills, almost killing herself. Now she thinks that love and weight loss pills have nothing on her. While they record new songs, she keeps her eyes on Sang and was happy when he drank from her water bottle. Sang runs into her while driving through the street and picks her up in his car. When he drops her off at a hospice home, he asks who she is visiting, and she says she's visiting someone who really loves her. He invites her to his birthday party, coming up the next day, and asks that she come. The man Hannah had come to see is her father, who dances with her, thinking he's dancing with her mother. He asks about his daughter and is happy to hear the lies the girl tells him. She says Hannah is now a famous singer and is in love. While driving home, Sang picks up the book Hannah had left in his car. It is filled with doodles of heart shapes and love, and he smiles. In the next scene, she knits a charm into a shirt, saying it will make him love her forever. Nak Min walks in with a box, announcing that Hannah has presents. There is a letter in the package, thanking her for all her hard work in the past days, and hopes she will wear the dress included in the present to his birthday party on that same day. It is a beautiful green dress. She goes to the party with her friend, and the celebrant Sang invites her to sit with him. So she makes her way awkwardly to the seat beside him and offers him her gift. She wore a coat over her dress, and someone suggests she take it off. When she takes it off, they make fun of her. Jolie arrives at the birthday party and is announced as a queen. She comes in smiling and makes her way to the celebrant's side. She is wearing the same dress as Hannah, and everyone could see how much better it looks on her. Hannah excuses herself to get some air, and she hides in the restroom. Sang quarrels and speaks to Jolie about her treatment of Hannah. He says he's not nice to her because he likes her. Instead, it is to maintain the life she has brought them with her singing, and says she shouldn't make it worse. She should appreciate everything Hannah has brought them. But Jolie says she wants to teach Hannah a lesson. Sang explains that they're using Hannah and should treat her right, so she will keep bringing them money. All the while, Hannah is in a restroom close by, listening to everything they are saying. She heads home sad and dejected, and writes a suicide note and opens the gas valve after she blocked all the airways. But the sound from the conversations she records gives her an idea. She goes to see a doctor for a plastic surgery. The doctor says she must forget her old self to become the new person she desires to be. She says goodbye to her father and undergoes the surgery. Jolie suffers since Hannah isn't there to sing for her anymore. They try to find her, but they couldn't. Hannah is so beautiful after the surgery, and when she walked the street, everyone stares at her. She runs into Sang and Jolie signing autographs for fans, and hides. Sang tries to get Jolie into acting, but her rating is only 0.2, and people make fun of her. Hannah runs into Sang at the parking lot and runs away thinking he will recognize her. She gets favors from men because she is beautiful. At the car dealership, she buys a rickety car for $7 million. And on the same day, she has an accident with the car, but immediately, the man she hit saw her, and he wasn't angry anymore. The police officers are also very lenient with her, even when her driver's license has pictures of her old self and didn't match her current looks. Her friend Nak Min comes to the police station but didn't recognize her. Hannah proves she's the one by showing her the tattoo they had gotten together. They go home and her friend tells her how Sang and Jolie have been looking for her. She doesn't want her to audition for a singing role as it will expose her and they will get in trouble. While Sang and his group seek a new singer, Nak Min brings the new Hannah to audition. She sings and everyone is wowed. Sang recognizes her from the car park where he had seen her. Instead of having her sing in the background for Jolie, they are thinking of giving her a platform of her own. Sang and his brother try to convince their father to allow them to give Hannah her own platform. He accepts and agrees to change Jolie. Sang persists and begins to make preparation with Hannah. Jolie is disappointed, and she stays close to Hannah's father at the hospital, hoping that the old Hannah will come to see her father. Sang advises her to stick to acting and forget singing. Managing her new body isn't the easiest thing for Hannah. She blunders, and she is naive, but she continues to take major steps forward in both music and life in general. Sang shows her a clip of Hannah and asks her to sing like her and think less of her appearance. He confesses that the woman in the video is a very special person to him. Hannah is thinking of confessing everything to Sang, but Nak Min thinks it's a bad idea. She doesn't think Sang would accept a woman who performed plastic surgery as a wife. Hannah goes to visit Sang at home and finds her dog now stays with Sang. She holds the dog happily when Sang isn't looking. When Sang drops her off at home, he catches a stalker following her and making videos because he is infatuated. When she realizes she still houses lots of her old feelings inside of her, she burns pictures and things from her past, trying to sever all links to her past. On the first day of Hannah's performance, Nak Min attempted suicide. She might have done that because of some of the mean things Hannah had said to her. Hannah rushes off to the hospital to be with her friend. She fights Nak Min's boyfriend, who dumped her the moment it was inconvenient. Sang finds her fighting the boy and punches him, taking her back to her first performance. He asks her to sing with her heart, saying that the people will love her voice. She sings and wows everyone. She begins to get popular, and her friend isn't feeling good yet. She cries a lot. Hannah spends a lot of time with Sang and doodles on the glass pane of the studio before she falls asleep. The same drawing she made on the paper that she had forgotten in his car a long time ago. And this makes Sang suspect that she may be Hannah. Jolie brings her father to one of her events, and Hannah denies knowing him, even when Sang pushes him down just to see her reaction. She calls the old man a regular fan, and wouldn't take the doll he offers happily. She tries to confess to Sang, but he confesses he already knows. He asks her to keep it to herself, and says they should focus on the performance tomorrow. She is distraught because she feels she has been merely a product to him. She gets angry, and begins to tear her pictures off the wall. When she cuts herself, Sang tries to help, but she pushes him away and leaves with tears in her eyes. She goes home to her father but stays outside, watching Nak Min care for him. Someone reveals the truth about Hannah to Sang's father, who wants the show cancelled. Sang doesn't want to cancel, but his father demands that they make a scandal of Hannah's life. Then they reveal the truth themselves, so they won't lose customers buying their cosmetics because of the lie about Hannah. Sang stands up to his father and states that he will handle the situation. And moreover, she is not a mere product. He crumbles the contract his father had drawn up and takes Hannah away from the office. Nak Min brings Hannah's father to the venue of her next performance. Just before she sings, her father comes running to the stage, wishing to dance with her. When the security tries to take him away, she stops them and says her real story and how she become here. Everyone is shocked and tears flow as she shows the world her real self. She asks that they play a clip of her as she always was. She sings again, while a video of her as she has always been played in the background, and her friend sings with her. Hannah hugs her father and returns to everything she left behind, even the dog. When she sings now, she is no longer the fake person, but she is just Hannah. She is happier, and it appears she is getting closer to a relationship with Sang. Thanks for watching, take care, and see you in the next video.
All this money, money, money coming to me. No handouts, I really had to do it